What's up guys, Joe Drake here with the Axiom Fitness Academy, and I want to talk to you guys about pull-ups and what might be holding people back. Or even if you can do a pull-up, how might you get more out of it for the safety of your shoulders and to get more from the pull-ups. One thing I think a lot of people don't pay attention to is the actual shoulder blade itself. So if you guys were to take a look at the shoulder blade, not only when people are doing pull-ups, I would encourage you to watch people as they do them next time and see how it moves, but understanding what movements that it's supposed to do and what movements it's not supposed to do. We have different areas of our body that are supposed to be mobile and stable, and the shoulder blade we want to be able to keep stable, right? So movements that we should be able to do in the shoulder blade actively, shoulder blade should be able to elevate where it's actually raising up. We should be able to depress the shoulder blade. We should be able to protract where it kind of slides around the front of the body, retract, comes back. And the last one is upwardly and downwardly rotate. So for one, if you or clients have issues with actually creating those movements, let's say we're down on the ground doing some mobility exercises, that would be where I would start. To have the actual ability to create those movements actually going to help you when it comes to the control. Because if you really watch a lot of people do pull-ups, that shoulder blade might be moving. As we go to pull up, if that shoulder blade doesn't stay where it is, we're losing some of our strength. Right? You guys think about firing a cannon out of a canoe. You've got this big powerful cannon, but what it's firing out of is unstable. That's like all your muscles pulling on your shoulder blade if your shoulder blade doesn't stay where it needs to during something like a pull-up. So some easy things that you or someone might be able to do is start working on some hanging exercises. You know, some exercises that are going to teach us to actually control and keep that shoulder in place. I want to show you guys the difference. So think about this as like a relaxed hang. Right now I'm kind of hanging on all the tendons and ligaments in my shoulder that's keeping everything in place, right? So my shoulder blade is attached to everything else. Now that's going to look different and feel different than if I squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. This would be mostly I am depressing my scapula, maybe a little bit of retraction to get myself in what we'll call this active position. So this could be the first exercise or drill that you work on doing. Or if you're someone you can do pull-ups, this is also a great prehab rehab to make sure you're taking good care of the shoulder before going in and doing an actual pull-up where we go ahead and pull all the way up. So when it comes to the actual pull-up, we want to think about as our hands are on the bar, rather than just yanking our body up, we want to think about squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. We're setting our body first before you go into that pull-up, right? And especially early on, getting that, emphasizing that nice set and then pause at the top, controlling back down, and even as you get to the bottom, don't let yourself lose that control of the shoulder blade and go back out. Maintain that activity at the bottom as you're going through those pull-ups, right? That's going to strengthen that connection between the shoulder blade and all the muscles, our lats, biceps, everything else that are helping to actually pull ourselves up. Now with all your pull-up training techniques, negatives and bands, everything else, the other thing you guys can do is think about isometric holds at the top as well. So actually getting to the top, obviously we get a good pull-up up, or even if you've got to just jump up and start at the top and set those shoulders in the place that you want them to be at the top of the pull-up before you slowly control and lower yourself down. All that, again, trying to teach and strengthen all those muscles that we need to keep the shoulder blade in place and nice controlled movement as we go up and down during that pull-up. So those are just a couple simple tips or strategies you guys can use in trying to either A, get that first pull-up if you feel like, hey, you know what, my muscles are strong enough, or as you're trying to get stronger in the muscles that we need to do pull-ups, or even if you're already doing them, a great way to maintain great healthy shoulders and make sure you're using the right technique.